I'm going to guide you through the step-by-step process and share practical tips that will make your client search more strategic and effective. If you are a virtual assistant trying to land your first client, or maybe not the first one, but you haven't had much luck getting virtual assistant clients, this video it's for you. I'm going to guide you through the step-by-step process and share practical tips that will make your client search more strategic and effective. But first things first, what type of VA are you? Are you a general VA? Are you a real estate virtual assistant? Are you a transaction coordinator? Or maybe you specialize in another niche, like bookkeeping or graphic design. So let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear about it. This question is really key because it defines your starting point. Knowing your niche influences who you target and how you market yourself. Now, the second most important question is, who is your ideal client? Trust me, if you don't know who you're looking for, you will have a tough time finding them. And to help clarify this, I have included a free downloadable PDF with key questions to help you identify your ideal client. But let's walk through the process together. So the first step you're going to take to identify your ideal client is to define your niche. Before you start searching for clients, narrow your focus to the industry or a specific service you want to provide. In order to do that, you're going to ask yourself, are you a general VA, a real estate virtual assistant, a transaction coordinator, a bookkeeper, graphic designer, whatever? And then what specific services do you offer that solve real-world problems? You can list your services and highlight how they provide value. For instance, a transaction coordinator helps real estate agents manage deadline, paperwork, and compliance. And that prevents delays and compliance issues. Now, on the step number 2, you're going to identify the core problems you solve. Understanding why someone will hire you is pretty important. So you are going to ask yourself, what are the biggest pain points your services address? How do you make your client's life easier or their businesses more efficient? For example, a real estate agent struggles with juggling multiple closings. Offering transaction management frees them to focus on clients rather than paperwork. You see how it works? Now, on the next step, you are going to visualize your ideal client's profile. So you're going to create a detailed picture of your perfect client. Some questions you might consider is, what industry do you work in? If you have a niche, that might be a given. For example, if you're a real estate virtual assistant or TC, your industry is real estate, obviously. But if you are a general VA or a bookkeeper, you could serve many different industries. It's not the same to do bookkeeping for a construction company as it is for a health coach. So be specific. Are they new or established in their business? As a TC, for example, I prefer working with more established real estate agents because they have consistent business and my workload gets more predictable. You might want to ask yourself as well if they work solo or if they have a team, and what specific challenges align with your skills. Pretty much what are their pain points that you can solve. Now, on the next step, we are going to work on understanding their personality and values. Knowing what kind of working relationship you prefer is just as important as understanding their business profile. Trust me. So you could ask yourself if you prefer clients who are highly organized or more flexible. Do they appreciate frequent updates or are more hands-off? By answering these questions, you will avoid mismatches and build relationships that last. Now, on the next step, you're going to research their habits and where they gather. To find clients, you need to know where they spend their time. So you're going to ask yourself, what social media platforms do they use? Do they use LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook? For example, if your ideal client is a CPA or an attorney, most likely they won't be in TikTok, but you will find them for sure in LinkedIn. Do they attend networking events, industry conferences or summits. So after completing all these questions, you should be able to come up with a client profile. And an example will be, you want to work with the top producing real estate agent closing more than 5 transactions a month who values organization and proactive communication. That's an example. Or your ideal client might be a female business owner in the health industry, an established entrepreneur who values authenticity and creativity to build brand awareness and grow her audience on Instagram and Facebook. Super detailed, right? Have you ever done this type of exercise for your business? Don't forget to like and subscribe for more tips to grow your business. I just want to address something in here. Defining your ideal client might feel counterproductive, especially when you're just starting and kind of desperate to get your first client, right? However, this step is essential for building a sustainable and rewarding business. Knowing exactly who you want to serve allows you to craft a clear marketing message that speaks directly to your ideal client's needs and pain points. Also, by focusing on clients who align with your skills, your values, and your preferred working style, you increase your chances of delivering better results. You're going to be more comfortable. You're going to enjoy working, okay? Fostering long-term relationships is also one of the benefits, and attracting more referrals. So working with the right client leads to more fulfillment, better retention, and faster growth. It's pretty much like working smarter rather than harder. And now that you know who you are looking for, let's discuss where to find them. And the first place that you're going to start is with your sphere of influence, your network. And start with friends and family, pretty much. Don't try to sell them your services. That's not the idea. But announce what you're doing. They might know someone who needs your help. Another place to look for is online events. Networking opportunities are everywhere. So considering sponsoring events if it's possible right now. Sometimes sponsorships are very affordable. Another place can be conferences, seminars, and summits, basically related with the industry that you are trying to serve. Now, you can also visit local businesses and introduce yourself to small business owners who might need your services. But don't just ask if they need a virtual assistant. Take the time to understand first what they might need help with and give them a sample of your work, like a free marketing piece or blog content for their website. Offer something of value that will make them remember you. It's a great investment, believe me. Now, another place will be your own website. Having an online presence builds credibility, but it might not be your best shot to attract leads at the very beginning. So I just wanted to be very clear about that. Another great way to find clients is to ask for referrals. Obviously, that will work for you if you are currently working with at least one client. Another way to find clients is social media. LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook are gold mines for making connections and find opportunities. There are a ton of Facebook groups dedicated to specific niches or industries. So take advantage of the conversations that are happening there. Now let's talk about in-person networking events. You can use platforms like Meetup to find events in your area. Real estate virtual assistants and transaction coordinators thrive in-person networking events because real estate agents love them. They love to go to this type of networking. So matching your niche with the right platform, as you can see, is extremely important. And if you don't have a niche yet, watch the next video for more guidance.